Okay, our 2022 Yamaha overheating the tailpipe. Got some progress. We got it all back together. Got the exhaust system all back in place. We got our Riva racing pipe with our new coupler on, hooked up to everything. We got our jet pump back on and all that. We put it in our load test tank outside, and we ran the dog piss out of it, about 8,000 RPMs. The whole time we had a laser, and we put it right here. We got up to 140 degrees on this and stayed nice and cool throughout here, right? What I did is the gasket that goes between here, on the sides of the gasket, I drilled 2 1/4-inch holes through the metal gasket because I saw the water share pipe on the bottom of the manifold down here would supply enough water in the manifold to where this never got hot. This stayed like 90 something degrees over here. This stayed about 90 degrees. So we're sharing the water. We gave this tailpipe a little bit more water with 2 1/4-inch holes through its gasket, and it fixed it. It fixed it. Now, we did run into one other problem. We got a check engine light at the end of our testing, and we scanned it, and the check engine light was low battery voltage, but our battery is showing 12.3 volts. We also got an oil leak. We got some oil right there. The front of the valve cover, those little half moons down there, blew oil out. I'm assuming that's because we were really pushing this thing, and their crankcase ventilation system from Yamaha is complete crap, and it runs down back into the oil cooler. So they're dumping excess oil, crankcase pressure and oil into this cooler. Now, if there's some kind of relief valve somewhere else or check valve, I don't know where it is, but my guess is crankcase pressure is built up too much, and it pushed oil out of those 2 gaskets. Now, that being said, that's a brand new gasket, because this ski came in one time with oil in this spark plug hole, and we repaired that, and it was hard to find, but that gasket right around that spark plug hole had a slight little cut in it. It looked like a cut, but maybe it was just a weak link in the gasket and it blew out from crankcase pressure. So fail Yamaha on that crankcase ventilation system. We did glue the gasket just like Yamaha did. We glued it in its corners, and we put some sealer on top and bottom. Everything was perfectly dry when we put it back together, and this is the first time we've seen this leak since we've been testing. So anyway, back to the fix. Take that gasket out between there. It's a metal gasket. Directly 90 degrees, 180 degrees apart on the sides, drill a 1/4-inch hole into the water jacket area of the gasket, put the gasket back on. No sealer was needed. Super simple job, super duper fast. And just for kicks, we wanted to see what it would take to melt this Riva pipe so badly. Look how melted that is. So we took our handy dandy heat gun, our Duramax, probably some Harbor Freight jug, and we put a laser on the inside right here, and we put that heat gun right on it. We got it up to, how high did we get this? 340 degrees, and it did not melt. We took a bolt, this bolt right here, and we scratched at it and scratched at it. Of course, it was already damaged a little bit, and we pushed through it and everything else, and it did not melt. That means that exhaust at one time got a lot hotter than 340 degrees in order to melt that coupler. So those 2 holes fixed this deficiency in the Yamaha exhaust. That's of right now. I hope that helps somebody. I'm gonna post this video. Hopefully people, get their stuff going like we did. It's been a lot of trial and error, but I think we got it. We're gonna test it one more time, probably tomorrow, and we're gonna look into the battery voltage issue and see what's going on with that. We're gonna fix our valve cover one more time. We're gonna test it, and away she should go.